So you have a song called Coon that you dropped not too long ago. And you called out a lot of people in the song. Charles Barkley, Raven-Symone, Stacey Dash. Why'd you decide to do a song like this?
All excellent coons. I mean, great coons. I mean, some Coon Hall of Fame. These are our first inductees. They will be among the first inductees.
So with Charles Barkley, you said you light skinned, but they still call you a darkie.
The only reason that they put the mic in your face is so you can do their dirt and talk down on your race. TNT made you big, put you on a wig. Now you acting like you never had trouble with pigs. You kissed a man in the mouth for real dudes, that's a no-no. When you gonna come out the closet, you fucking homo? Yeah, I said it, and I ain't taking it back. I ain't gonna never take it back. I said it. I ain't taking this shit back. You know, they dressing this dude up, putting him on wigs. He masquerading like he a real dude, like he a man, all man, like he a heterosexual, running around there masquerading, you know, acting like he got a wife and all this stuff, a real wife. Maybe he do, maybe he don't, I don't know. But still, the bottom line is that this dude is a sellout. He's a coon. He's a jigaboo. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? And people don't call him on his shit because he has such a huge platform that they don't want to get doors slammed on them. They're afraid. They're scared of TNT. They're scared of ESPN and all this shit. They're scared. So, ooh, God forbid, I don't get invited to a party because he's gonna be there. Fuck your parties, fuck the Grammys, fuck all that shit, man. I ain't tripping over it. I'm more about like, stop selling our fucking community out. Stop selling us out. You know, like these motherfuckers need to be called out. And this is not, like I said in the song, this is not about trying to hate on another black person. I'm not in a position to hate on another black person. I can't afford to hate on another black person. We got so much work to do in the community. Every single black person out there that's doing something good makes me look good. So I can't afford, I don't have that type of luxury to hate on somebody black. My first instinct is when I see anybody black doing anything, I hope that they do well. Okay, I don't give a damn if you're just a regular person and you're out there just trying to go out and get a job, man. Hey man, I hope you get it, brother. I hope you do well. You know, that's my mentality. But when I see people out there trying to sell us out, I gotta speak on it. And basically, you're cooning when the main definition of a coon is anytime your criticism of your community outweigh your contribution to your community. You're fucking coon. And everybody that I name, you can't say that their contribution outweigh their criticism. Because every time there's an issue in the black community, basically what all of these coons do is regurgitate white supremacist talking points. That's what they do. That is what they do. Well, what about black on black crime? Why they can't pull themselves up by their own bootstraps? You know, you have the same opportunities as I have. Well, I have to struggle too. Nobody gave me anything. All of that old shit. See, we understand the game. See, I understand the game. Some people don't know the game though. Some people can't understand it. Some people can't peep the game. And so that's why it's necessary for me to speak out. If I thought that everybody could read between the lines and call them on that bullshit, I would like, you know, let them motherfuckers just some regular old ignorant house nigga, coon ass motherfucker, let them have it. But they're very dangerous. These type of people are very dangerous. And I do dare to say that they're as equally as dangerous as any fucking gangbanger would be in the neighborhood. They are very dangerous because they're shaping and they're molding minds and opinions. And they're making people think that think that it's okay to feel bad about yourself. It's okay to make you feel inferior. And they're making the racist in this country feel like the shit that they do is okay. You see, that's a problem. And they need to be called on it. And from now on, it ain't gonna never be safe with these motherfuckers because anybody I catch cooning, I'm gonna put their bitch ass on blast. I got a part 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 2 already cocked and loaded.
So the one line that stood out and raised a lot of eyebrows in that song was, I wish I would have been Stacey Dash on the ground instead of Michael Brown, but with additional rounds.
Yeah, because Michael Brown ain't never sold the community out. Michael Brown had so much more potential. We could have used Michael Brown. We can't use Stacey Dash. She's useless. And if you're in our community, you're in the black community and you ain't helping, you hurting. So yeah, I wish it would have been Stacey Dash on the ground instead of Michael Brown, but with additional rounds. I wish they'd have blasted the shit out of her ass. And I ain't scared to say it, I say it again. Yeah, I wish I wish they had shot her ass. Don Lemon too. I wish them Ferguson protesters would have blasted his ass. See, he can smell weed, but he can't smell injustice. Remember when he was in Ferguson doing his little report? I think I smell some weed. So, you can smell that shit, but you can't smell injustice. You did? Like, these coons gotta go, man. They need to be put on blast. It shouldn't be safe for them to walk amongst us. It should not be safe.
Well, you also mentioned Raven-Symone.
Yeah.
You said white folks don't love you. No. You said white folks don't love you. Black folks don't trust you. When you was on that show, Bill Cosby must have drugged you.
Yes, I did say that. Yeah, he must have, because she's delusional. See, she said when they had that discussion on The View, that was one of the biggest things that stood out about her. When they had the discussion on The View about names, would you hire somebody? I think she said Willa Lamina, whatever she said, some crazy name. You know how black folks are real creative with names. Some black people name their kids these names that I wouldn't personally name my child, but a child is not real. A person is not responsible for what their name is. Yeah, you can change your name at some point if you wanted to go through the trouble, but a person is not responsible for their name. They're responsible for their character. So, and they're responsible if you're trying to get a job, you're responsible for your skill set and your character. That should be the extent of qualifications for you. It shouldn't be, well, what's his name? Well, I don't think he's going to be able to type 65 words a minute with that name. I don't think that he's going to be able to, she's going to be able to stand in court and argue a case with that name. That name is going to just throw the jury off. You see how ignorant that's. With that name, I just don't see how he's going to be able to flip that burger with that name. A person is not responsible for their name, and a name has no fucking bearing on your qualifications, on your skill set, on your character. So it doesn't, I've even talked to black people who say, well, I heard a couple black, I don't know if I would hire somebody with that kind of name either. See, and that's very dangerous. That's very, very fucking dangerous to have that type of mentality. You're gonna hire somebody based on their name. Think about how ignorant that even sounds. I don't give a damn if your name down the street. If you can fucking do the job and I think you're the best person for the job, I'm hiring you. Maybe I'll figure out an acronym for your name or some shit. But if down the street is your name fucking and you the best man for the job, you getting hired. I got you.
Right, I agree.
So yeah, so she's just an airhead, man. She's an airhead. She's a coon. What she did again was she was trying to cater to the base and trying to make a joke at black folks' expense for approval from white America. You see, these networks and stuff, The View and many of these other networks, they don't have white people in place to disparage their communities. They don't hire white people on their shows to disparage their community, but they will hire a black person in a heartbeat. What's going on with that?
I'm a fan of Drake. I'm a fan of the idea of Drake. So no disrespect against Drake.
What do you mean by the idea of Drake? What does that mean?
Meaning that if he has a ghostwriter, he's an idea. He's not meaning that it's a perception created that he's not really writing the lyrics, and it's just like here, let's make this in the factory and put it out.
I'm just on top of my game right now, Vlad, and I'm just getting blessed. I'm booked 4 or 5 times a week, 60, 75K a show, man. I'm winning right now, man, and I'm just steady trying to increase my hustle.